Hey, howdy, hi. Welcome back. Morimens. Faded Legacy. I don't know how to do that. How do I go do that? Stay tuned. Maybe that's not something that started just yet. I don't know. Da-da-da. I don't know. Whoop, whoop. Dreamscape. Multiverse Link. These other things. My Turn and Mist Sequence. Baptism of Silver and Blood. I don't know what all that's about. I don't know what Reproduction Frenzy is either. I'm almost capped out on these. Might as well buy the next one I need. Before I truly cap out on them and start losing some. Just checked something real quick. Not what I meant to press. Fade Legacy Chapter 4. Oh, that's just the main story. On normal mode, which I probably will get done today. And I get a bunch of ethereal cores, which are cool. Multiverse Link, Forgotten Seed of Love. I haven't seen where I can do that. Feel like I should see where that happens. Maybe you have to get through Chapter 4 to do it. On that note, 28 days. Profound love, suffocating love. We're gonna be fighting Nymphia at the end. Yeah, so in my testing, Lily's good. I think Karen is, from my testing, slightly better with Pharos, just because she's gonna make it a little easier to spam a bunch of cards for Pharos. But I think Lily will probably be better in the other setup, but we'll keep using her a little more anyway. Because she's still good, and I am not in danger. Done with your whispering? You snap the notebook shut, a chill running down your spine, like you've been dredged from a millennia-old ice cave. Whispering? Wait, my Gnosis index was fine, wasn't it? Can't know without checking. Seeing you as lively as when you were first awakened warms my heart. Rise Chaos is way beyond what we expected. Can't afford to waste time. Let's move. Doll pulls out several oddly shaped metal monocles and test tubes filled with dark golden liquid. Take these, put them on when I say so. You coming with us, little one? Home nods, motioning for you to climb onto its back. Once you're settled, it lets out a long howl and charges toward the sanatorium. Let's get our honey mead. What do we got? Weeping Pipe. Deck resets gain 14 strength. I don't have that many resets. And Solar Disc, which is also hard to use. Something's off about the smell here. Smell. You and Combe think alike. Need for smells to tell they're here. Don't know what that was all about. Lotan smells something.
私はあなた様に従います。みんなを守る。沈む。愚かね。こっち。
Give me them points. Did not have enough aggression to break through. That died anyway, so it's fine.
そのまま朽ち果てて。
Victory. Ooh, finesse on deep currents is quite nice. Money. A fight.
ドアの国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
Let's see here.
降臨せよ。
これでどう？
Yeah, I'll just kill, so let's gain some alias off this. Slap, slap. Vulnerable plus amplification together is crazy. Ooh, some toxin. Yeah, just some toxin. Home carries the three of you through the asylum, searching for an entrance. Suddenly, it comes to an abrupt stop, nearly throwing you off its back. Amid your questions, Combe lowers its head, sniffing the soft soil, then turns to indicate something buried below. Dig. Buried in the mound are the countless heinous crimes of the Sculptors Association. Ah. Somniloquy, but pick a golden relic. Sure. Releasing Exalt, draw a card. If at less than a quarter health, draw 2. That's okay. 8th command card you play will take effect twice. It's okay. Choose a card from Awakener, reduce its arithmetic cost by 1, treat it as strike. That'd be better if I had more strike synergy. Either of these could be good. I think Knowledge Wheel, because this... I like drawing cards. Rouse. Give me the Drowning. Let's actually curse you. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't have the damage to get you all at once, so beat the hell out of you instead. I could have killed that if I'd switched to red. Whatever, let's build up more Endure. And it died anyway. This built me some Endure. Okay, Chime, maybe. Serpent's Husk. Death resist each time you play a command card. Greater than or equal to 100%, gain temporary strength instead. Yeah. Death resist is just really good. Keys. Silver. So this other shop didn't impress me much. We're gonna see if there's another one around. Passage of the Ego. Gaze into the abyss. And yeah, just murder ya. Dominion on self-destruct, not bad. Rouse. Slime convergence. Another searchlight. We fight.
わかったわ。
さっきここで
I got one of them. And didn't take any damage either. So you get to die today, too. Slap. I guess finesse. That's just an extra turn of weakness, so I guess it's also fine. Making that last 2 turns instead of just 1. SOS signal. Elixir. Yeah, I take elixir. I have at least 1 cursed relic. I probably should have looked better at that to notice that was a thing I needed to do. Rouse. Obsession. Buy refreshes at the shops, I guess. Wander through the rigid sanatorium. Black butterfly, yeah. Let's get more money so I can try to find... Nothing cursed. I should have taken a cursed one earlier, I didn't realize. Need to look at that. Nope, couldn't get it. Damn it. I hate this shit. Let's just get the last rouse. From the shadowed corner of the steel bridge, grotesque creatures lunge, their chilling roars echoing. Behind them stands a girl in a black dress. Good evening. A pleasure to see you again. Hello, Nymphia. I'm sorry, but could you all leave Rye for now? Nymphia, you care for the patients. You can't be ignorant of Francis's actions here. Even so, you're siding with her. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a frail girl, scared of people, comforted only by the sea's breath. But the sea brought more than peace. It brought a terrifying disease. Her lungs began to vanish. Lungs dissoluted before the rest of her? That ain't normal. When she couldn't breathe, she wished she could respire like a fish. Respire? I guess that is what that's called. Her parents, seeking a cure, traveled constantly for trade. Too weak for long trips, they left her in a sanatorium, where poetry books were her only companions. No one told her it wasn't a disease, but a mysterious phenomenon called disillusion. The sanatorium treated her as a plague carrier, charging steep fees. Even the meal deliverers refused to speak with her. The longer she stayed, the less her parents could be with her. Aside from poetry and the sea, nothing accepted her. Later, her parents died in a shipwreck. The sanatorium cast her out, leaving her to return to the sea alone. Tell me, if a doctor studying dissolution gave her a home, treated her as an ordinary person affected by a phenomenon, couldn't she show gratitude through action? Now's the time. Hard to disagree with you, girl.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。好きに暴れて。慣れちゃダメ。
戻ってこれでどう
I'll wait till next turn to use that. When I can actually, get something out of it.
そのまま朽ち果てて。
Oh, that's... sucks. Eternal Kingdom, baby.
絶対にそこに帰る
これがあなた様への恩返しです。深海部
Probably could have done this the other way around to do more poison and probably get more alienness out of her.
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。
Gaze into the abyss.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
さっき言ってこ
銀の
Mouse wisdom.
道を照らさんことを。
れ。分かったわ。そのまま立ち当てて。
There we go, phase 1 Dunskies. And plenty of poison on ya.
これがあなた様への恩返しです。
Yep, Nymphia Rouse. And already lost a third of her health. Just get rid of those.
ゆっくり。
Gaining shield also applies poison. Almost dead. Had I switched to red there, she'd die of the poison here. But it's fine. I can do something else instead. Massive overkill.
準備できた。
Bonk. Hehehe. You're sparing my life? If this place falls, people like us will be homeless again. We're not here to destroy. I just contacted Lord Dexter. Happy to do some charity and take over operations. The innocent can stay and he'll ensure supplies. He talks a big game, but his promises are solid. After we leave, the sanatorium will run smoothly again. It'll still be your home. But, Mrs. Oswood, please don't hurt her. Everything she did was for a greater cause. We're gonna try to avoid it.
つけたよ。
Violence is not our first priority, believe it or
またや
not.
りすぎたの？
Yeah, I didn't have the cursed relic. I have to do all this again. Innate. Place insight in the draw pile. Insight in the draw pile is really good. Don't look back. Do not look back. Such precious counsel. Do not follow in Orpheus's footsteps. Okay, Greek myth. Those who may be unaware, it is a pretty famous Greek legend, but not as famous as some of the really big ones like Hercules. Orpheus was I believe a musician, a bard of sorts, who, his lover, I forget if it was properly his wife or not, she died, and he missed her something terrible. So, he heads down to the underworld, and he meets with Hades, and he requests of Hades, may I please bring my wife out of the underworld, back to the realm of the living. And I believe Hades does agree that he may do it under a certain condition. Once he takes his wife, Eurydice? Something along those lines. Once he finds her, and he has taken her hand, he must never turn around again until he has left the underworld. Orpheus agrees. He finds her, takes her, and they start heading out. And as they are taking the last steps out of the underworld, this part of the story changes differently. This part doesn't always go the same. Sometimes Orpheus doesn't hear Eurydice talking at all. Sometimes he believes he hears her say, "Oh, we've made it out." But either way, something shakes him, he turns around, and she has to stay in the underworld. Sometimes they've invoked, like, some sort of spirit cast a trick on him to make him turn around. Sometimes it's just the impossible was asked. Like, you can't not turn around to check. But, yeah. Do not follow Orpheus's footsteps, don't look back. You leave Nymphia on the other side of the steel bridge, pressing toward Rye Sanatorium. Beyond the bridge, the air grows deathly still, chillingly silent. Nymphia was stalling. It's too quiet. Patients have probably been moved. Sculptors Association's intel is sharp. Francis and the Sculptors Association are allies in name only. Francis focuses on curing dissolution, which clashes with Herbert's ideals. The hell is he trying to do, then? In her diary, she treated Herbert as just an outside collaborator. Open this gate and we're back inside the sanatorium. Everyone ready? Ready for a brawl? Why would Herbert do that? That's a good question. Hey, by the way. Playing MORIMENS on Memorial Day. Same root word. Memorimens Day. Let's head in, team. Everyone takes a deep breath. Lotan steps forward, pushing open the sanatorium's gates. What the hell happened here? The interior glimmers with an eerie, shadowy light. Walls and floors split open, revealing chasms of endless chaos and starlight. Dimensional breach. Francis is meddling with time and space. It drew the gaze. Look, I know we're in, like, semi-Victorian London, but you don't gotta be calling the homosexuals like that. No, gaze. G-A-Z-E. Why do you do that every time? You know what I'm talking about. The Keepers of Time and Space have caught her scent. This was a weird time-space place. I was working under the assumption it was actually kind of a haven from the Cerberus dogs. Could it be the real Hellhound? Focus on our mission. Do not engage it directly. I mean, I'll try. Mead. Alright, 100% exploration progress. I can do that.
私はあなた様に従います。聞こえます。降臨せよ。
Kill. Didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. Haha, hurt you.
海の狂気に気をつけて。
Let's see. This I play this pretty frequently if it's in hand. It's just a good card, so having some permanent strength on it. We're surrounded. Didn't see this many monsters last time. Where'd they even come from? Jesus. Got thunderbolts and lightning. It's very, very frightening.
押しつぶしていい？
これで
Slap, slap. Actually, I like the little blue outline effect for having barrier. That looks cool. I don't have any endure to waste on this, so yeah, slap. Ooh, Dominion. Dominion always good. Doors, doors, countless doors. Seem to be more doors than when you and Ramona last inspected. You stand in the hallway, ready to push open the next door. Behind the door on the left, all is silent, quietly waiting for your arrival. Behind the door on the right, muffled voices can be heard. Let's see, what does shock do? Yeah, Advanced Dominion is so good. Put it on a slap. You cough violently. The sound seems startled, then falls silent. Feel like you've missed an important clue. Life is always full of misses and regrets, isn't it? Alienus absorb. Oh, okay. Hmm. There we go. Bet I can kill next turn. Oh no, the void, it hurts. Just have to murder you before it matters. Like so. Ooh. Lemurian Delight. I don't need no friggin' nothing else. Rouse. Slime. Okay, that tunnel just reaches that tunnel. One way, event. Comb bit the back of a test subject's neck, ready to fling it. Suddenly, the subject twisted its head 180 degrees like an owl and pecked at Comb's face. Rake Comb. Comb was pulled away by you, narrowly dodging a hit. She nodded at you in gratitude and charged at the test subject again. Get an advanced catalysis. On... I guess I'll put it on the defense that already produces its own Alienus, the highest, I guess. There we go. Yeah, more Alienus on Fate's Descent. From the defeated experiment of the Sculptors Association, a metal-framed nameplate drops. Silverkey sensed it and glows silent. Let's see. Put vulnerable on something random, gain max HP, and develop paranoia. Just get vulnerable on something. On a defense ain't great. It's in a scrapyard. Fine, I can still extract something useful. Rouse. Obsession. Let's fight. The Proclaimer and the Worshipper. Let me think. Stare into the abyss. Dead. Ooh. Echo on this is actually kind of good, because you probably only want to use it once per battle anyway. There's Prepare and Retain on it, so Exhaust and Innate, additionally, is quite nice. It going off twice probably doesn't actually do that much the more I think about it, but... slap the fuck out of him. Let's take the crit rate. Some strength, refresh it. And let's get rusty little Lancet. This should be max exploration progress. Converge on the slime. Drown in sorrow. Find that lost city for me. And the deep currents and this thing, why not?
ノアの王国の美しさに服従せよ
Come to me, Lemuria.
絶対に祖国へ帰るこの暗流は敵を引き裂く
I think I just wait for next turn to go off. Sucks missing out on all those, aroused tentacles for it, but it's whatever. Listen to the revelation. Cyborg consumed by obsession, yearning for revelation. Calls upon its believers and strengthens them. Noted. Hit him with the slaps. Haha, didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. And dead. Hehehe. Nope, it took it a minute. Don't worry, we're good. The roars fade into the shadows, and the black slime on the corridor floor evaporates like boiling water. Is it supposed to do that? I feel like that doesn't usually happen. The Sculptors Association's test subject. Cheap and effective. Hope you're not thinking of something too sinister. Wouldn't be surprising, would it? Not exactly on the side of ordinary folks. If that's your mindset, why not join us? How the fuck did you get here? Your ass was not here before. How? Texts from the Alamacy civilization have fascinated me for ages. The what now? Rare to see you in person, Herbert. Thought you hated showing your face. Well, the Sculptors Association invested heavily in this genius. You take her down, our efforts go to waste. You're too confident. Your efforts never flowed anywhere else to begin with. No rush to throw barbs. What do you say to my offer, Miss Doll? You don't care about human survival, do you? Indeed. Doll? Unlike them, I shed my human body long ago. The fate of ordinary people means nothing to me. As a researcher chasing cutting-edge tech, who wouldn't want to cast off human ethics and run the wildest experiments? But compared to a spineless opportunist like you, I respect these folks' courage to fight against the odds. Yeah, no way they have her show up here just to betray us. Enough talk. Keep stalling and Francis will be halfway across the ocean with Lily. As expected of Mythag's brain, in a vat no less, nothing gets past you. Herbert claps and a dozen doors swing open. Not for nothing, but the character who references the devs, a lot more interesting to the story than a certain other eldritch Slay the Spire inspired gacha I played. A bone-chilling malice spreads through the darkness, the narrow corridor echoing with grotesque roars. Ramona, Ungath. Right here. I'll handle this, old friend. You stop, Francis. Those monocles I gave you, put them on to see the gateway to other dimensions. Don't take them off unless absolutely necessary. Dizziness is normal. If it gets bad, drink a vial. But you, go. Mythag and the Sculptors Association have been at it for years. If he could take us down, he wouldn't have waited this long. May the Silver Key light your path. May the Silver Key guide us. You don the metal monocle and, with Ramona, charge toward the easternmost corridor. In your peripheral vision, Herbert's dozen test subjects surround Doll, salivating and restless. Don't look. Doll said she can handle it. Trust her and focus on our mission. Oh, that's what they meant.
次こそ祖国が私の呼びかけに応えてくれますように。
That's what they meant by don't look back. We're about halfway through now. Let's get innate on the honeymead. And then... I get the feeling the sealed state thing is something I'm really gonna want done. Hang on, 21 grams? Is that referencing the famous experiment trying to test the weight of the human soul? I feel like this game is just made for me because they keep referencing really esoteric bullshit that I'm already interested in. Whoop. Accidentally closed the game. That was on me. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go look at something real quick while this is loading up again. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had this sudden sixth sense of, oh crap, there's stuff outside and it's raining. Had to go fix that, but I didn't grab an umbrella like some kind of fool. So I then had to take a minute to, oh wow. Here's a person with a dull inferno building up. Let's power you up, because frankly, I can see you having a slot in either a counter team or just as passive sustain. No, passive sustain on a counter team or on an A-core team. Let's also do a little more experience grinding. Give me that luminous core. Okay. 21 grams. As I said, however heavy the metal shell, the soul weighs a mere 21 grams. Yep, referencing exactly what I thought it was. The experiment was bad because, well, they forgot to account for other stuff also leaving the body when you die. Now it's you and me. Herbert, are you still chasing that absurd dream of yours? You could tell absurdity from greatness. You might choose your words differently. No life form escapes disillusion. Your obsession just leaves a trail of wreckage. Dahl casts a disdainful glance at the twisted creatures dubbed wreckage. Your taste is as ghastly as ever. I don't recall Mythag teaching you that. Just double check. Seems Alistair took charge and erased my grand work after I left. Speaking of which, how's he doing? You still care about him? He'd be ashamed to hear it. Don't say that. Among Mythag's graduates, don't I count as a success? Not many walk out of that place alive. Dude, you're all like sewn up on your body. You got skin grafts and like... I'm fully willing to believe those are not your fingers and that's not your right side of your chest. They're attached to me, that makes them mine. They weren't yours when you were born. I even pray for him sometimes, hoping he can stand like a normal man again. Thanks for the sentiment, but Alistair's outliving your other mentor, at least. Alistair's blessed with luck. He'll probably witness the world's end. Shame you won't see that day. How long can you hold out, surrounded by these things? Won't know till I try? You honestly think you can take on all these test subjects alone? Don't assume I'm as dim as you, Herbert. Your voice is as grating as ever, doll. It's worth more than that caveman brain of yours. Your colleagues might not agree. If there was a button to shut you up, they'd press it without a second thought. I wouldn't press it. She's really funny. You're underestimating Mythag's tolerance. And my value. My mistake. But even the sharpest mind's helpless against monsters surrounding it now. Helpless? Watch closely, and see what I've got in place of human hands. May the silver key light your path. Doll's pupils begin to warp. What is she doing here? Ready, you amoebas? Wait, are you out of your mind? Jesus! An explosion roars like thunder, shaking the cramped corridor. Metallic bodies shatter, fragments embedding into the dim walls. Agonized shrieks erupt and cut off abruptly. A deathly silence follows, lasting dozens of seconds, with only thick smoke coiling through the sanatorium. Damn it, doll. Good thing I came prepared. She just self-destruct, that's hilarious. Before Herbert, a shield of lifeless test subjects piled high, metal parts lodged in skin and bone, utterly devoid of life. With her body blown to bits like that, I wonder how much of what's left is still useful. Kick-ass, doll. I do still wonder what Doll Inferno is. I was half expecting, like, oh, is she gonna turn into Doll Inferno or something? Is Doll Inferno just that, but forever? What a blissful slumber. Brings my angel back to me. Secret window. Hot mean. You and Ramona sprint eastward down the corridor. Damn, they killed Doll. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has more dolls. I have a feeling, you know? I don't think she would have done that if she actually thought she was gonna die from it. Soon a wall looms ahead. A crude child's drawing hangs high on the white wall, a mother playing with her child. Where the child should be, only black slime remains. Dead end? No, trust your instincts, step through. The moment you pass through the wall, the painting seems to flicker. The girl's figure appears briefly, then sinks back into darkness. This space. If I'm right, this is a passage formed by Francis's consciousness. Well hidden. Oh right, Lotan's with us. Why else did we find nothing? That light in the distance. It's the deepest obsession of the mind's owner. Something they can't forget. Looks like a clock face. What, she wants to be the master of time? She needed so much time to achieve her goal. She locked herself in that room. Locked herself? Yes. The cost of dimensional travel isn't something most can bear. Every time she leaves that room, she's taking a huge risk. Watch out! A chaotic triangular monster rises from the black mire beneath your feet. Get out of here! Give me the golden money, honey. Not just yet. Yeah, this first. Nah, I want to go on a fight first. Ew. Dimension fragments. Fragile, drifting dimension fragments. When the rifts of dimensions are torn open, they drift and scatter. Multidimensional entity. A person who has strayed into dimensional fissures, their body torn by space. Loyalty to the Sculptors Association remains unwavering. Fucked up, if true. Oh yeah. Let's use your self-destruct. Slap, slap. Didn't hurt. Die. Dominion is always good. Typewriter abruptly spits out ink, with an eye-piercing number of exclamation marks. Doll, are you alright? Why'd you vanish when the Keeper disappeared too? Please, if you're safe, send a message. William's hair will fall out if we wait any longer. We're all safe, get hysteria, but advanced echo. What's advanced echo do? Takes effect 2 extra times and you get 10 black sigils. Advanced vulnerable, but shock. We're all safe. And, yeah, screw it. Put it on her strike. It just goes off 3 times, and I get some sigils. That's like a fine thing to just have at the start, because I don't need to use her strikes frequently. If anything, getting it out of my deck is pretty good. How does this interact? That's how that interacts. Quite well. Slap, slap. Toxin is just gonna be useful no matter what. D-Mark. What do I need? Exalt 3+ times in 1 turn in an elite battle. Okay. So I should be saving up my stuff for that. 3 temporary tentacles every 3 turns. That's not bad. I'll take that, actually. I'm actually gonna wait until I can set that off. Try to get all of them off, because I think this is my only opportunity. I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's just gonna die to my sheer damage before then. Only being allowed in an elite fight is kind of dumb, though. Because I don't have a lot of control over that. Maybe there'll be another elite fight. I need to not use any exalts in the meantime. Lemurian Delight. Rouse, Drowning. Event. From afar in the dimensional passage, we hear heavy, guttural sounds mixed with fear, anticipation, and anxiety, as if calling out to you. Then a girl's muffled murmurs gradually fade away. Summon Lily and Koem. May not hear you now, but eventually they will hear your call. Get trauma, rouse someone for -2 cost. That's pretty good. Let's get Abyssal Obsession be 0 cost and get trauma. Who cares about trauma? It's only traumatic if you let it be. Chant of the Tides. +1 tentacle limit. That's already great. Alright, I'm gonna not use any exalts. Just in the hopes. You know? Didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. I don't want an echo on this strike is the problem. Let's get Toxin on Midnight Tidings. Rusted keys. Use them. Some black sigil. Let the fight start.
あなた様に従います。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
消えばお静かに。
Slap, slap, slap. Sure, this could be put... mirror on this, actually. Just having having an extra copy of that doesn't do much for me. Dimensional tunnels link myriad universes, with countless eyes glaring at you as you sneak through the Supreme Passage. Void Gaze to give a random rouse. Stare, get paranoia, but at 0 cost rouse. Yeah, let's converge the slime for 0 and be paranoid. What's Silver Tongue do? Who cares? Really? That's the only elite fight? That's stupid. That means you have to go around in a really weird, circuitous way to make that happen. They really set these up where it's like, if you didn't know ahead of time how it works, you can't do it, and if you know, it'll be easy. That's not like a cool puzzle, that's a... I didn't know where it was the first time, and there's no conceivable way I could have done it other than sheer luck. It's just annoying. I could do all those. I could do an insight instead, but let's just get these and use the ones I can. Lots of slaps. Way too many goddamn slaps. Exalt just sealed this turn. That's okay. Slap, slap. Go ahead, hit me. See what happens. What's that? You're almost dead? What's that? I have 1200 damage in hand? Die. Beach ball! Hehehe. I suppose this has... I suppose her big boost over Karen... While Karen has a lot of Arithmetica cheats, Lily has her own burst turns, so she's also like a secondary DPS. I want to save up for that passage, Omniversal. Investigation. Lilies bloom across the snowy plains. Mystic River. Quick, the exit's right there. Yeah, flashbang me, why don't you? You follow Ramona's gaze, and blinding white light floods your vision. I fucking noticed that part. Your sight dissolves into a gritty white haze like snow blindness. Like I said, it's obvious. In the warped chaos, your consciousness is torn from your body, your senses hurled to a distant, frigid dimension. The dream visits you again. Alright, at least the dream has some... like, I can see. Ow. What happened in Elworth defies all you know. There's no time for confusion. More pressing matters await. Help me stop them. Yes, Master. The black orb emits a grotesque squelching, the girl's lips moving in sync. Her murmurs blending into the orb's noises, with the orb's noises into a low, oppressive symphony. Disturbing. The black orb surges toward the cultists, sparking chaos in the crowd. You and Colonel Bertrand seize the moment, slipping into a narrow path. You trudge through the darkness for an unknown time, pursued by distant roars, shrieks, gasps, murmurs, and ravings. Hurry, step on my shoulders, climb up. With Bertrand's boost, you scramble out of the tight tunnel. A dazzling snowfield stretches before you. Hold on, I'm snowblind. I'll pull you up soon. It's fine, I can manage. Before Bertrand finishes, terror twists his face. In the gap between him and the tunnel's exit, countless thick, writhing liquid tendrils erupt. They coil around Bertrand's body with a will of their own. He claws at the ground, fingers digging in, but the snow offers no grip. In a breath, he's dragged down. Then, a nerve-wracking sound assaults your ears. Wriggling, chewing, bones clashing. Even the gurgle of digestive fluids against organic matter rings clear. After seconds of heart-stopping horror, silence falls. Only the snow-laden wind rustles, dusting the ground. Nausea surges from your gut to your chest. You retch onto the snow. Tears spill uncontrollably. Whether from grief or fear, you can't tell. You reach for the pocket watch, hoping for comfort, but the pocket is empty. You retrieve nothing. A cold hand rests on your shoulder. Danger, Master. Please give me orders. After days of trekking, the pursuing monsters and cultists vanish into the snowfield. You and the girl clear some snow, huddling by a campfire. She occasionally leaves, returning with bloody chunks of unknown creatures. You avoid questioning, roasting the meat over the fire, ignoring smell and taste to swallow the rare protein. Yeah, in a situation like this, I think I'd stop asking where the meat comes from. He's like, is it people? I'm not gonna ask anymore. I'd rather not starve to death. The girl doesn't seem to need food. If you offer, she devours it ravenously. You have a name? She chews juicy meat, shaking her head. What about family? Do you know where your parents are? She glances at you, the distant peaks, and the boundless sky, and shakes her head. You still need a name. How about Lily? Whatever master says my name is, that's my name. I'm not your master. Master, careful. Something's catching up. Oh, we're almost out of the snowfield. Your nerves sting, consciousness squeezed and pulled. The dream rejects you, trying to expel you from its white world, but... No. Can't let them get caught, not even in my dream. And Goth does do this sometimes, yeah. The Keeper just does this. No more than one symptom card upon clearing. Sure. Avoid symptoms. Stop.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。降臨せよ。
Actually, yeah, I guess I have an attack card. And slapped them both. Yeah, I had that, so it worked. Again, Echo on her strikes ain't bad, because she kind of just doesn't need strikes for her damage. And getting them out of the deck for later is not terrible. Let's just get Catalyst. On this defense, why not? Elation. And then all the murder my tentacles can reach. Yeah, this just works really well. Computation. Let's fight this elite.
私はあなた
Pure
様
white
に
rat
従い
king.
ます
Gross.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
狂気を胸に
Dealt some poison to ya. Didn't hurt.
お静かに聞こえますみんなを守るこっち沈め
Kochi, I think that means look here.
海の狂気に気をつけて。
Should have done this first. I'm dumb.
降臨せよ
これでどう？
That's fine, they died anyway. Ooh, Sacred Agony. Extra Searchlight. Don't like this. Can't go over there if I want to get the achievement. Well, I could, but I wouldn't be able to get back, I mean. Cease Chrono. I don't need counter. That's hard to set up. Nah. Sure, let's do that. Let's just rouse you. Let's just go straight over here, why not?
あなたをがっか
I
り
can
は
win
させない
easy.
わ
The Heart of Strigoi? It is said to possess two hearts that beat as one. No one knows what will happen if one of them is pierced. Let's find out.
海の狂気に気をつけて。
命令消えて奈落の
Truth and Abyss.
深淵を覗け
Hee hee hee. Die. Half your health gone turn one, jackass. Go ahead, hit me. Didn't hurt. And the poison might later, but for right now, didn't hurt. Hey, look, I can get all elated. I mean, current permanent tentacle count insufficient. Oh, you can't go down to 0. Fair enough.
これがあなた様への恩返しです
That's fine, we'll just kill you the other
あな
way.
たを永遠の眠りへ誘います
Probably should have done this the other order to apply a little more poison first, but...
東亜の王国の美しさに
Lemuria! Dead.
成功でしょうかあなた
It worked. Yay. Like I said, trying to save up for this because I feel like it'll be necessary for the last fight. You sleep in the stillness of the night, with no doubts or disputes remaining. Like an eternal embrace, we rest in tranquil peace. Fucked up if true. Room. This is it. Lily and Francis. They should be inside. We're out of the dimensional passage. How do you feel? Still dizzy or nauseous? Much better. Even if something hits me, I'll push through. With a deep breath, you push open the door, dripping with viscous slime, and step into the final chamber. A timeless sunset bathes the room, its cozy, girlish decor radiating warmth. The doll on the nightstand, the pink dress on the rack, the lace-trimmed canopy, all starkly out of place in the sanatorium's grim chill. At the center, on the surgical table, lies a familiar small figure, a gaping hole in her chest, still as death. Lily. Francis stands by the window, hands clasped behind her, gazing into the distance. I think this is likely the first time the Keeper has actually gone into a dream, and the person whose dream he's been in, like, the prospective person has actually been someone he knows. Because in all, like, the character dreams, it's some random person. It's someone dead. But it's the person they remember who's the subject. To be fair, that's what's happening here, too. Lily is the subject of the dream, but Francis is the, you know, obviously the person you're dreaming as. Francis stands by the window, hands clasped beside her, gazing into the distance. You betrayed Lily's kindness. Before Herbert got involved, we could have parted ways. We won't stand by while you commit atrocities. Atrocities? Is that how you see me? A freak? A lunatic? A criminal? Only the third one. The first one a little bit, but as a term of endearment. I'm not like Herbert. I've never willingly harmed anyone. Maybe not in your eyes, but those altered humans. They might still have people who care for them. I know you're kind, righteous people. Oh wait, I know you are kind, righteous people. Sorry, I thought it was, I know you're kind. It's like, I know you're kind, righteous people, but you're too young. I've treated ex-convicts, shunned by everyone once their past was known, even after genuine remorse. People are shaped by their experiences. After certain ones, they're no longer human, nor should they be treated as such. That's not just my view. It's how the world sees them. Well, maybe the world is wrong. It doesn't matter how many people believe something, that doesn't make it moral. This is just not how it works. Even if everyone agreed with something, that wouldn't make it correct. Except in any universe with a, you know, a kind of collective consciousness magic system, wherein if everyone believes something, it becomes true. Even if you don't see dissolution victims as human, what about their families who sent them here? They were devoured by the Hellhound, weren't they? Your doing. And they were undeniably, purely human. Those who abandon their sick or aging kin in this remote sanatorium, don't they deserve punishment? If you're literally the only sanatorium that's willing to treat them, no, dipshit. I combined dumbass with dipshit. Not death. You have no right to judge them. I have no right to judge them. And you have the right to judge me? Yes. But I'm also not planning to kill you unless you force my hand. Very different things. Do you know where we are? This is my daughter's room. Time here is frozen at the dusk she vanished. I tried everything to keep her, even if it meant selling my soul to the devil. But no devil came, and she was still taken. I gave Lily her name, but she's not my daughter. She's just a monster the same age as my girl. On the surgical table, the hole in Lily's chest slowly knits shut, color returning to her vacant eyes. She's the perfect test subject. No matter how many wounds I inflict, she heals. Surgery never stops for pain. Pretty sure painkillers exist. That's a freaky-ass, like, surgical tool, though. Like her hair got crazy and you see the scar under her eye now and she's holding something gross. All I wanted was my daughter. A normal girl who cries, laughs, and whines to me when she hurts. Those people. Those who abandon their loved ones, they've already lost their humanity. People who've lost their humanity. You still call them human? Monsters becoming the Hellhound's prey, isn't that fitting? You're beyond reason. For once, we agree. Francis steps forward, gently caressing Lily's pale, tender cheek, her tenderness jarring against her vicious words. I knew you wouldn't understand, he murmurs, her voice barely audible. By the third repetition of her whispered chant, you discern the cadence. The dormant monster stirs. Lily, once prone, rises stiffly, her eyes glowing in eerie green. Return to the primal nest. Return to the eternal realm. Return to the mother's embrace. Or mother, eliminate them. Oh, calm. Mona, find a way to wake Lily. Understood. Need... When within 10 turns, rouse all awakeners upon clearing. I can work on that.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。
Let me see here.
みんなを守る。聞こえます。
There we go. Now the poison will get ya. Didn't hurt. Didn't hurt. Hee hee hee. Victory. Catalyst off Fate's Descent. I will see how many shop rouses I need. Lily, snap out of it. It's me, Ungoth and Ramona. That almost worked. You're walking and accidentally kick something. It's a compass. Its glass shattered and covered in D-slime. Carefully flipping it over, you faintly see the emblem of Mythag University engraved on the back. Ah, damn it. Did we come here with someone and they got disillusioned? Yeah, is that what this is? How often do you think that shit happens, you know? Just like, they send, it's actually been policy to send 4 people per mission, and we're the only ones coming back every time. I'm sure that happens to other Mythag people, but the Keeper specifically seems to be immune to the memory side of dissolution and can just say shit. Advanced computation is really good. I don't really want the Trickster's hat. Kinda lame. Ooh, Midnight Tidings essentially being free is great. Okay, okay. Elation. There we go. Computation on defense. Catalyst on self-destruct. I guess computation, because now it's free. I don't get you, people. Just stab through more pustules, right? Protect Mother. Rouse. Give me the drowning. Heck. Elite fight. Hysteric. Once well-versed in Socrates, once a believer in Freud. What a shame. Now there's nothing left but hysterical screams. A believer in Freud is someone who doesn't know that much about psychology. Slap, slap, slap. Enemy has gone mad. Attack them to reduce the threat. Working on it. Chuck shit at him. It's fine. I never use that stuff that much. Our home is really good for my setup, actually. One-way path to another junction to rouse for some slime. Give me the slime. Silver. Fight time.
私はあなた様に従います。
戻って海の狂気に気をつけて。
愚かね。
Died. Didn't hurt. Slightly poisoned, but still didn't hurt.
離れちゃダメ。
Abandon you for the slime.
そのまま立ち果てて狂気を胸に。
Hehehe.
奈落の底の深淵を覗け。沈め。
You'll die to the poison. I don't care if you shield yourself. You'll have to shield a lot to get... Yeah, no. The poison ate through that little barrier you tried to put up. Finesse on Ocean is decent. Huge beast roars desperately at the small figure, attempting to awaken its former companions. However, its damaged vocal cords could only emit low, strange growls. I'll shout for you, Koem. Wake up, Lily. Koem also hopes you'll wake up soon. Trauma and shock, but get a bunch of max HP. Well, shit. Please stand aside. We don't want to hurt Francis. Don't let your mother keep making mistakes. Mother.
私はあなた様に従います。
Not a lot of reason to do this turn, actually. You know what I can do this turn?
降臨せよ。深海部、あなたを永遠に
Ego passage.
消えて。
There we go. All dead. Ooh, Dominion. Yeah, Dominion. Another rouse. Give me the Order of the Abyss. Black tears fall from Lily's cheeks. You've seen it, Mom, she whispers softly. Volcano of Elworth. Elworth's volcano? Your doubt hangs in the air, unanswered. Warm yellow light streams through the window, as comforting as memories. Okay, it does look like I need to buy one rouse myself. As I suspected. Actually, what's behind this? Another D-mark. Alright. We got Celestial, Astrolabe, Weeping Pipe. Don't want either of those that much. What was in the other one? Kaleidoscope. Realm Mastery. But I don't want to change a relic to a random one. Let's refresh. Oh, Knowledge Wheel. Yeah, take Knowledge Wheel. Actually, hang on. Take this Dominion on something, too. Put that on Deep Currents. And put Berserker on something. Self-destruct, why not? The money has no value if you don't spend it. Highest alert.
永遠の国に通じる扉はここにあるわ。
Actually, hang on. First, let me honey me to put an insight in, and then I'll draw the insight. Is that Lily Morimens? I think it might be. It's really funny she got added to my team first.
絶対に祖国に帰る。
これがあなた様への恩返しです。好きに暴れて。
I have such an absurd amount of health right now.
銀の鍵が
Mouse wisdom.
道を照らさんことを。
離れちゃダメ。
前へ。
One singular slap and we're gonna save other stuff. Eternal Flower. Each point of damage taken reduce 1 stack. 0 stacks replace intention with Eternal Flower and use defense focus skill. Summon Pustule. That's probably not going to be great for me. Mama? Pustules, sure enough. Changes intent after taking a certain amount of damage. I presumed. Truth and Abyss. More like truth and this.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。はい。
失敗そのまま
Put some more poison on you before I detonate. How do I want to do this? Let's be 2 more attacks for 2 more poison stacks.
分かったわ
Oh, wait. I didn't think of that correctly. Whatever.
みんなを守る
銀の鍵
I
が
can still mouse
道を
wisdom this
照
up.
らさんことを。
準備できた深海
Now,
あなたを永
poison
遠の
trigger.
眠りへ誘います
And that is so much tentacles. The poison's gonna finish her off. Unless Eternal Flower lets her survive.
未来をこの手
I
に
will
掴む
protect. Oh,
ところより
just barely lived through it with that. Good job, Lily.
この暗流
That was the only extra turn you're getting, though. Sorry. You got to give yourself a shield. You tried. Mother. Lily, you don't want to fight us, do you? This is the Master's command. Lily, you don't want to obey your master. Because you remembered, haven't you? You're you, not that monster anymore. You can feel pain, can't you? With a sharp slap, the widow strikes Lily's face. Lily, clutching her cheek, retreats behind Ungoth. Yep. Why didn't you tell your mother you can feel pain now? You feel it, so why never say it? Mother said, good kids don't fear pain. But, Mommy, it hurts. Lily, it really hurts. Black tears, laced with disillusioned slime, stream down Lily's face. Lily. You. Mommy, it hurts. No. Even if you feel human pain, you're still a monster. You're not my daughter. My real daughter, she's gone, nowhere to be found. Francis staggers back in despair, knocking over the surgical table. Scalpels scatter, slicing the doll on the nightstand and the rabbit blanket on the floor. Someone gonna get that? A phone rings abruptly, shattering the room's tense air. No one answers, yet a man's voice spills through the receiver. Hello, everyone. Herbert, where's Doll? Blown Dash is in front of me, of course. That's Mythag's Unity for you. Abandoning friends at the critical moment for a noble sacrifice. Back to business. I've noticed the big one getting closer. You're nearing the truth, aren't you? As a reward for your efforts, I'll generously gift you the ultimate answer. Tap tap. A leisurely knock sounds at the door, its casual rhythm betraying the visitor's nonchalance. No one answers, yet the door swings open. There stands a woman in purple, ever smiling, poised with elegance. What's this? No warm welcome for me? Daffodil?
やっつけたよあれまたやりすぎたの
You're fine, small child. Ten turns, rouse them all. Give me that omniversal passage. 27 stars. Who's got a red bit? Ah, you. Yeah, give me that pure core. Hello, 24. Not gonna roll for you. Yeah, let's do a little more realm study. And nothing. Just script and some sediment. I'm not gonna complain about sediment, I need it. Needs it for my prototype horizons once a month. Ooh, next week I'll get another one. Awesome. Doll Inferno will keep buffing. I'll be real, it's probably gonna be just her for a while. Like, Psyche Surge 3? Is that where she gets over Exalt? Do-do-do. Yeah, that's all really cool. .412. She. Child reaches out to her mother, begging for an embrace filled with pain. Even as the injection needle pierces her tender skin, the scalpel cuts through her pale flesh and the restraints bind her fragile joints. The growing endless pain still cannot stop their embrace. For this is the warmest embrace. From the moment the embryo left her mother's womb, estrangement grows, sharpness is honed, and mutual harm ensues, ultimately returning to intimacy, merging into one. All eyes turn to Daffodil. Under everyone's gaze, she waltzes across the room with ease, placing a pocket watch in Francis's hand. What? Herbert insisted this be returned to its rightful owner. Okay, that makes more sense. With a cryptic smile, she flashes a playful, suggestive grin at you all. Need anything? Monocles, Herbert's files? Just reach out through Lord Dexter, alright? Ramona grits her teeth as if to speak, but steps aside, clearing a path. Let's see how this plays out. Understood. I don't think Daffodil is our enemy. That's when... Francis lets out a scream, barely human. As if beholding the world's most terrifying sight, she hurls the watch away, stumbling back, knees buckling as she collapses. Her eyes bulge, pupil shrinking, hands clawing at the scalpels on the floor. Their blades nick her skin, blood beating drop by drop. What's happening here? Unfazed, Francis kicks frantically, muttering incoherent ravings. Impossible, impossible, it can't be, I won't believe it! Ramona steps forward, retrieving the watch. He pops the clasp and silently hands it to you. The watch's face is corroded, mottled with decay, yet its inner side is pristine, as if it had been sealed against some liquid. Inside, a photo shows Francis holding a girl. The spitting image of the Lily you know, down to the last detail. I suspected as much. I had a feeling. Francis's diary said she awakened Lily at the Elworth altar. An awakener's shaping needs a tether from this world. The most effective is human tissue. Yeah. In that diary, Francis wrote she kept Lily's hair in this watch, carrying it to Elworth. Yeah, I kind of felt it. Lily is Francis's daughter. Francis, answer me. Do you still think she's a monster? Ramona's voice is soft, almost a whisper. Yet in the room's oppressive silence, it's as clear as a pin dropping. Francis shakes her head in disbelief, scooting back on the floor, crashing into the surgical table with a loud clang. Lily, barefoot, steps toward Francis. You finally remember, Mommy? No. You. Stay back. Francis's voice is hoarse, trembling with fear, a wail of protest. Glass shards on the floor slice Lily's tender feet, healing instantly. Deaf to Francis's pleas, she draws closer. She lifts the woman's bloodied hand, pressing it gently to her cheek. Then, he beams with a happiness never seen before. Mommy, it's okay. It doesn't hurt, Mommy. Mommy, do you remember? Promised to take Lily on the new subway. But it hadn't opened yet, and Lily got sick. Even though Mommy wasn't there, Lily felt what it's like to ride the subway. A huge iron block, racing through dark tunnels, like flying underground. Hey, Fish? Hey, Techno. We're just seeing a woman come to terms with the fact that she literally tortured her own daughter, thinking it was just a monster that she gave her daughter's name, but it was actually her, and it could actually feel the pain she was inflicting upon it as she did gruesome studies to it. And in fact, the monster had all memories of being her daughter as well. Ain't it fucked up? When you come back up, you're so far from where you started. We can do more things like that together. Lily wants to do so much more with Mommy. So Mommy, touch Lily's face like before, okay? Can we start over? Flashbang. Francis pulls Lily into a tight embrace, sobbing uncontrollably. Lily. What have I done? Ah, typical gotcha mother behavior. Well, in atypical behavior, she seems to actually be, rolling with the mistake and apologizing for it. That's new. Don't cry, Mommy, don't cry. Mommy didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know Lily was Lily, and Lily didn't know she was herself. If it wasn't for Mommy's efforts, Lily would have vanished long ago. Unable to stay by Mommy's side for so long. Mommy now remembers Lily. Lily's so happy now, like floating on a cloud. That's enough. No, Lily, it's all Mommy's fault. Mommy will make it up to you. Oh yeah, break the cycle. We can ride the subway, go to the amusement park, the fair. Wherever Lily wants to go, Mommy will take you. Mommy will stay with you, make you the happiest girl in the world. Francis is definitely gonna die here, though. Like, she is raising every death flag right here, right now. Lily's already the happiest girl, Mommy. Kirkor. Transcendence. What blinded her eyes? Love, pity, justice, or an excess of gratitude? Oh, Helet's back. How good. Don't worry, we got Party Lily. The room echoes with sobs, clashing with the gentle sunset. Are we calling the committee? Let's bring her back to Mythag. Alright then. Whatever you decide, I'll follow through. The fact I got a choice means the choice won't matter. Miss Francis, please come with us. Sorry she can't leave with you yet. The clatter of chains rings out behind, like coarse, dull wind chimes. Ellet? Weren't you already? Some meddler's been at work, huh? Yeah, sorry about that. I crawled back from hell. Keeper, remember our 3 rules? Let me take her one-on-one. Don't worry, I won't lose to her. Thank you, Leviathan / Lotan, the primordial serpent of the ocean, who supposedly, like the Abrahamic god, struck down in his creation of the earth. A primordial force not unlike Tehom. The primordial darkness. Wonder if Tehom is also in this game. It's esoteric enough. Wonder if Therion is in this game. If they're bringing up the Leviathan, Therion can't be that wild. Suits me just fine. Soft pustules slither in with Helet's steps, squeezing through the door's cracks. Kids, go keep the others at bay. My only opponent is you, Lotan. Give me that mead. Plot. Francis is linked to Lily, so Helet's link her. The basics of Awakener shaping and linking course mention that, barring uncontrollable side effects, the best linkers for Awakeners are incapacitated individuals. Sanatorium's patients? Because their minds are unstable, they're not afraid of losing control. Exactly. Lily, Nymphia, Helet. These patients are Francis's batteries. Disturbing. Okay, just an event in the final battle. Communication from Mythag. Abnormal Gnosis Index fluctuation detected in the Awakener. Do you need support? I like the rouses. Let's rouse you. And let's rouse... Either of these would be really good. Abyssal Obsession. Emergency aid has been provided. Please tap the brooch 3 times to confirm after receiving it. Give me that key. Play 5+ cards in 1 turn. Easy peasy. You always pick impossible fights. In the subway, Herbert held me back. Second time, I showed up in my worst form. Now, Francis has given me a fair shot at you. No amount of power sources can fix a weak heart. No more talk. Feel the wrath of a vengeful soul. Come on, Lotan. You. I'll hang on to this. I don't need it this turn. Slap, slap. Owie. I'm honestly gonna hold on to Deep Currents until I can just one-shot her with it. Like, build up my tentacles more. I haven't lost yet. Vengeance upon thee. Alright, now we kill. Yep. Victory. You lost again. That's 3. This can't be. Why? You're only a 4-star unit. Helet kneels, defeated, her long hair coiling and pooling blood, a hoarse hum escaping her throat. If I wanted to brush you off, I'd say it's just raw power. But that's not it. Your moves are quick, your skills sharp. Lotan walks past Helet, sword in hand. But you're lost. You're still searching for a reason to fight. Back at the railway bridge, you were a mindless monster. Betrayed by your linker, right? So you want revenge on the betrayer to protect Francis, who saved you. But fighting isn't about that. Not for protection, not for vengeance, not for validation. Fighting is just fighting. Your world's too small, always chasing the faint glow of someone else's light like a moth. If you get the chance, go and explore a wider world. Lotan passes her, moving forward without a backward glance. Of course, Nymphia, you're kind of the backbone of poison actually dealing consistent damage. I didn't play 5+ cards in 1 turn during that? She didn't live long enough for me to, I guess. Let's put 2 insight in the draw pile. That's really strong. Correct, Carapace. Sharp spines pierced through the previously flawless arc. What emerged from the rift was something other than Kerberos. The ground trembles violently. What's going on? The runes on the walls tear apart. Was it an accidental scrape when subduing Lily? Collateral from the fight with Helet? Something Daffodil did on her way out? You can't recall? It doesn't matter anymore. Purple, amorphous smoke seeps from the rune cracks, pooling on the floor into a shape. Your vision strains, nerves pulsing uncontrollably. From the warped fissures emerges a jagged, bestial monster. This is the true Hellhound. This isn't your first encounter with this beast, but now you're certain. It's the target of your investigation. The root of Rye's disappearances. Yes, and yeah, I can tell. Like, planet with the corona on it and the tear open to look like the eye shape. It's very good imagery. The numbing scalp, the chill down your spine. It's the same as the last 2 times you were caught. But sharper. More intense. Yeah. Your vision blurs red. In the blood-red haze, Daffodil's seductive voice whispers in your ear. Take it all. Don't look, and your head won't hurt. What happens if I do? You'll slip out of consciousness, coming fodder for the dimensional hound in peace. Then I'll hold on. You pull out one of Doll's vials, pop the cork, and gulp it down. The taste is nothing like you expected. Cloyingly sweet, rushing to your head. Yeah. If I'd known it tasted this good, I've asked for more to mix with water. Smoke spreads through the room, more twisted monsters materializing. You wipe blood and tears from your eyes, crimson veins on your hand urging you to act fast. Ramona. Yes, Cataclysm Hellhound detected, preparing for final combat. Somehow I doubt the final part of that. Ganymede. Fight time. Kill them all.
押しつぶしていい？聞こえます。命令。
Victory. Insight is good on literally any card. It's elite. Slap, slap. Didn't hurt. Chuck a beach ball. Ah, that's our girl. Okay, finesse. Right. I guess finesse on this. Gonna be crows in the asylum room. Clearly hear their cackling. An unseen force watches from the shadows through hollow bird eyes. Black creatures twist their necks, perched on street lamps, glaring maliciously at you. Their overlapping heads seem to share one body, submerged in D-slime. Ignore it. What's in the shop? What I need to do here? Draw 4+ extra cards in one turn in the final battle. I will certainly try. I'll hold off on spending anything.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。
海の狂気に気をつけて。
準備できた。
Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Hee hee hee. Nah. Let's take the Berserk. Rouse. Abyssal Obsession, because I need to be drawing cards. The hell is this thing? Oh yeah, Dimensional Hunter. Creature formed from drifting dimensional fragments, living in harmony with its trophies. Harmony? Is that the word you use to describe what's happening here? Not me. Not me.
絶対にそこから帰る。これで。はい。
命令。
Shuffle a ton of insights in there.
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。海の恐怖に気をつけて。
そのまま立てて沈
And die from the poison. But not before hitting me. Ouchies. Thanks for the endure, dumbass. Omen Ritual Bird, I can do stuff with that temporary strength. Because that's gonna buff up my tentacles in the final battle. Wade through the mist. That shit. Event, I guess. Beside the clean and soft operating table lies the already slumped body of Colm. She is still tall, like a small hill, just as you remembered when you first saw her. However, compared to the true hellhounds in the sky, she's so small. Small enough to resemble a child. Pat, pat. The fur is soft and delicate, still retaining the warmth of Colm's life. The last ray of sunset before dusk. Fleeting remnant of warmth. When did Colm die? I feel like that's something they should have mentioned when it happened.
ドアの国に通じる扉はここにある。
That feels kind of fucking important.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。
降臨せよ
Slap you a bunch.
Hi. この暗流は敵を引き裂く。前へ。
わかったわそのまま立てて
And,
愚
I
か
don't know.
ね
Then we slap ya. Victory. I should get as much draw as possible to guarantee the draw card. Silhouette of the Hellhound shifts. Its body links the cracks in the walls, revealing eerie illusions. Some Nilqui for Serpent's Husk or an advanced Catalysis. Catalysis.
Doaの国に通じる扉はここにある。
狂気を見
Fate's Descent.
咲き誇れ
これでどう？
Hunting Dog's Claw. Pursuing foot that tears through dimensional rifts, catching every reckless soul. Exalt sealed this turn. Oh no. Whatever shall I do?
絶対に祖国へ帰る。海の恐怖に気をつけて。
降臨せよ
銀の鍵が
Mouse
道を照らさ
Wisdom.
んことを。
そのまま立
Give me them shields.
ててこっち
And dead. Echo on her strike. Computation on self-destruct is really good. Rouse. Give me that drowning. String of keys. Wade through the mist. Biting.
押しつぶしていい
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
消えて
はい。
Slap, slap. Sorry, was that supposed to hurt? It didn't work. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's probably your fault.
降臨せよみんなを守る狂気を胸にそのまま朽ち果てて
Slapped them all up. Strike to Protect doesn't get used often enough for Dominion to be useful on it. Let's get even more insight in this deck. Rouse. Well, let's do the final battle. Enemy is surrounded by Dimension Barrier. Gain a massive shield when HP drops to a certain level. Noted. Honey me to put an insight in there to draw first. Gaze into the abyss. Ah, you're not even doing any damage anymore, jackass. You get so poisoned. Oh no, your dimensional barrier. Ooh. Draw 2 cards and exhaust them. Still in hand at turn end, take 12 damage, exhaust. Fuck no. To every aspect of that. No. I've decided I'm not doing that. You can't make me. I'm just gonna work on murdering this thing. Okay. Lost City. And now let's pick up Fate's Descent and some hit ya stuff. Yeah. Didn't want to draw that. Probably should have done that one first. Detonate your poison, because you suck. Mouse Wisdom. Screw it. Eat shit. Almost carved through it. Actually, I did carve through. Because the poison kills it. It loses the shield before the poison goes off anyway. But that was still funny. 2,000 damage. You battle the Hellhound for what feels like ages. And it's not as grueling as expected. It excels at mental oppression, but its claws deal scant damage. Doll's golden vials greatly ease the mental strain. Yeah! Soon, the Hellhound lets out a chaotic whimper, dissolving into the air. Ramona glances at the sobbing mother and daughter, sighs, and taps her brooch. Investigator Ramona, requesting log. The Hellhound is defeated. Mission complete. Keeper Ingoth, preparing to retrieve Awakener Lily, Modified Entity Colm, and detain suspect Francis Oswood. Input. Help. Erica's voice crackles, barely audible. Erica, you there? Can you hear me? No, watch out! Amid Francis's scream, purple smoke rapidly coalesces, striking at you and Ramona like lightning. You shove Ramona aside, stepping in front of her. Human instinct shuts your eyes, bracing for nightmarish pain. Aww. The unexpected agony doesn't come. A beast, pierced through by purple spikes, stands before you. And why'd they make it like Colm was dead before? That was weird. That might have been a weird translation thing. The spikes vanish, leaving not a wound, but a circular void. The void seems to sap all of Colm's strength. Massive body slumps, breath fading. We didn't want to make Lily and Colm like some kind of special tag team character, so we didn't. It happens too fast for you to react. Purple smoke surges again from the fissures, a colossal form tearing the cracked runes into jagged gashes. The Hellhound reveals its true form. What appeared before was a mere sliver. Now, it looms as a titanic beast, glaring at those who dared claim victory. In the room's corner, the calmed, pale maiden rises, stepping back from her weeping mother's embrace.
Mommy, I'm so glad you recognized me. It was Ungath and Ramona who helped me decide. I'm so grateful to them. So I want to help them.
やっつけたよ。あれ？またやりすぎたの？
Got all 3 achievements that time. Oh, have no more than 1 symptom card. I didn't even do that. In the final battle in 12 turns, stack 60% plus max shield in 1 turn. Okay, these are the ones that are annoying because it's like, oh, come back in like 4 years when you have a team that can do this. There are at least 8 relics upon clear. I will try for that, for sure. Let's get more arithmetica. Actually, no, I guess get both. Redundant lore and To the Ignorant. How can a sunset endure forever? Road ahead is fraught with danger. Sunset, pot 16. Lily steps forward, her tender bare feet stirring black pus that pools around her.
Lisa said her mommy didn't recognize her. Even shot her with a rifle. Lisa said her mommy was strict, scolding or hitting her whenever we played. Lisa said her mommy knew she turned into a big dog because of me. She'd never forgive her. But she couldn't help it. She was so hungry and didn't want to steal, so she went home for food and got caught.
That was a small child. Not as small as Lily, but... Lily pauses.
My mommy is different. She thought I was someone else. But the first time she cut me with a scalpel, she said sorry. Back then, I didn't feel pain. Not at all. Later, things changed. Mommy locked me up, did more and more experiments. It's not Mommy's fault. She was locked in this room with me, unable to leave. As I lost control, killing so many people. Because it hurt so much. Lisa said, as my only friend, she'd try to stay with me longer. Otherwise, she couldn't have held on. Truth is, I couldn't hold on either.
The giant beast rips through more space, its claws slashing at Lily. Before the faltering pale maiden, black pus forms balls and nets, deflecting its attacks again and again.
But even so, she's my only mommy. Don't you hurt my mommy.
Black pus balls explode, forming spikes that pin the Hellhound's claws. Fuck you! Bad dog, down! The remaining pus sprouts knife-like teeth, severing the bound ankle. It tears space apart, frozen time leaking through the cracks, the sunset swallowed whole. The claws dissolve into demonic purple smoke, reforming. Alien limbs burst from the spatial rifts, lunging at Lily. You and Ramona exchange a glance and join the fray. Yeah. When your fingers touched the icy rim of the cup, cold enough to freeze your bone marrow, you shivered and snapped awake. Regardless, it shouldn't be left to the roadside. It's better to store it in the suitcase. Yeah. My mead. Gotta go for artifacts, artifacts,
ここ
artifacts.
にあるわ。
降臨せよ消えていって
Slap, slap. Computation on this, just so it's free now. That'll...
押しつぶしていい
The perfect setup once again.
降臨せよ
前へ。
聞こえますか
And you will die to the poison. Oh no, I took a damage. Die. Victory. Ooh, some Dominion. Nice, nice. Damn money. Lemurian Delight. Always be looking to buy a relic. Law of Swift Assault. Pursuing foot tears through dimensional rifts, catching every reckless soul. Your attack has no effect on me.
海の狂気に気をつけて。
みんなを守る
Probably should have done this first, actually.
降臨せよ
Would have dealt a little more damage. Whatever. Oh no, the exalts I saved. However will I use them?
こっち
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
I did that slightly wrong, missed out on a little poison, but it's fine. Hee died. Ooh, Sacred Agony. Yes, yes, yes. Rouse, give me that drowning, baby. Fragmented dimension gradually collapses, and phantasms from other dimensions flood into the deranged room. Antique puzzle, but get epilepsy. Yeah. I need as many relics as possible.
押しつぶしていい
Do I crush them? Yes.
これがあなた様への恩返しです愚かね
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
来る消えてそのまま立てて
Dead. Ooh, Dominion on Deep Currents is great. That's probably like the best thing you can get on that. Finesse is, not to discount Finesse though. It's Fleeting Beauty. Strike crit damage 20%. Battle begins, add a Fleeting Beauty to your hand. Strike with Aromatica cost 0 into hand for each Awakener. Catch Exhaust. Place all Awakener cards in your hand with Strike. Aromatica cost 0 till the turn end. That kind of actually works with this setup. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Wade through the mist to get to the other side.
あなたをがっかりはさせないよ降臨せよわかったわ
Yeah, this is, yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't even get to play all of them. Let's just take some computation, why not? Give me a rouse. Obsession, I guess. Fond Reminiscence. Draw additional card each turn, gain 1 Arithmetica. Yep, that is worth an epilepsy. After the fierce battle, Lily, attacking while shielding Francis, is overwhelmed, visibly exhausted. Her black pustules are pierced several times. She's quick enough to avoid fatal hits, but prolonged fighting will drain her completely. Don't just stand there. We're letting a kid face the monster alone. No use, no use. That beast is a monster of causality. Monster of causality? It exists because of cause and effect. As long as there's a cause, there's a result. Once someone begins dimensional travel, it pursues the transgressor. It pursues, no matter the process, it cannot be destroyed until the hunt is complete. This operating room was modified to exist outside time's dimension. Those hunted thrice by it shall have their souls bound to the underworld. Right. Even here is seen as a dimensional... everyone here is seen as a dimensional transgressor. Pray for the dimensional hound. Hey, you hag, you must know how to deal with this thing. Yes, it's simple, really. This monster's hunt is methodically across... It should just be methodical across all dimensions. Therefore, in all dimensions, there's only one hellhound. Trap it in a cage, and it can't harm anyone. Easier said than done. How do you cage a dimension-hopping dog? The runes on the wall. It appeared after they were broken. Sharp eye, lass. Those runes were sold to me by Lady Daffodil, for the price of my skull after death. Surprisingly kind of her. Can you fix them? Francis freezes, as if she'd never considered it. Speak, can you do it or not? Pattern's etched in my mind. I need to draw it precisely without a single mistake. I need more time. If it's just time, leave it to us. Lotan? Time for a stall match. Hell yeah, been waiting. Don't go out, pace yourself. Stall match. Stall. Get your leftovers, use leech seed. Let me just throw in one of these real quick. And screw it, die. The tentacles will get you either way. Slap slaps. Hee hee hee. Yeah, this build is working. I guess might, if they survive past turn 1. Jeez. Browse, give me that slime, baby. Severed head worm. Veil of Nameless Deity. Give me the severed head worm. Every 6 command cards played, tentacle damage plus 11. Use that first. Demark. Serpent Husk. What am I at? 6. Give me the Laurel Cufflinks. How much do I have? 61. I can go through some more battles. If I can't afford it, I'll either sell something or I don't know. Infinite slaps. I had to tell it to end my turn, because it wasn't quite sure what happened there. Ooh, more sigils as well, that's great. Browse. Let's get that Soul Blight ready. Give me the Serpent's Husk. We're at 8. That max shield probably ain't gonna happen, but I got all the relics at least. Ah! Highest alert. 18,000 health.
絶対に祖国へ帰る。
Let's get even more cards in hand.
東亜の王国の美しさに服従
Say hello to the lost city of Lemuria.
離れちゃダメ。これがあなた様への恩返しです。好きに暴れて。
As I pertain, it does.
深海はあなたを永遠に
Ego
眠りへ
passage.
誘います。
It actually has an ultra deck that's terrifying, to be honest. Truth and Abyss. Let's do it, why not?
道を照らさんことを。
この暗流は敵を引き裂く。海の狂気に気をつけて。
わかったわ。消えて。わかったわ。さっきもう
There we go, I think that hurt it a lot. This is gonna hurt too. Oh, it got its entire health bar worth of block. All at once. Alright, sure. Owie.
戻って
さっき誇れ。
これでどう？はい。
狂気を
Fate shall descend.
奈落の底
The
に
truth and the abyss. Gaze, bitches. Get more poisoned, you jackass.
そのまま朽ち果てて。
Really poison ya. Kinda don't have cards I want to draw right this second. Well, what could I pick up, potentially? Deep Current, this strike. Nah, I want to wait till next turn to use all that. Yeah, you sure are putting a lot of desecrated illusions in my hand, you dick.
深海はあなたを永遠の眠りへ誘います。
海の狂気に気をつけて。この暗流は敵を引き裂く。
Just gonna poison you now.
沈め。
前へ。
そのまま朽ち果てて。
Eat my poison.
消えて。
Hey, I dealt tons of damage, don't get it twisted. This thing just gets to ignore having taken damage. You're in windowed mode, that doesn't scare me. Tear through reality. Haha. I killed an interdimensional being by spiking its coffee, essentially. Lily keeps maneuvering the black pustules against the Hellhound, her movements less nimble than before. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Hey, you done yet? That's it, done. Her final stroke completes the pattern, connecting like an Ouroboros. Designed before Francis forms a dizzying cipher. Don't stare. Ramona shields your eyes, grabs a vial from your pocket, pours it down your throat. Open that door and walk out. You'll be free from its reach forever. And take Lily with you. You're not coming? It only appears to hunt prey. If this room is empty, why would it stay? You're all good kids. I must atone for my sins. Yeah, I called it. Please, take care of Lily. Mommy, Lily's not leaving you. Lily, be good. Lily won't be good. You said good kids don't cry out in pain. Lily listened, and then this time, Lily's not listening to you. Oh. She raises her arm with effort, sending pustules at the purple smoke. The hellhound pierces them instantly, splattering viscous liquid. Frances looks at you, her gaze as earnest as her words. Take her. This is the final plea of a sinner, a failed mother. You and Ramona act in sync. As she once did for Ramona, you and Ramona hoist Lily onto Lotan's shoulders. Heavy lifting's on me again, huh? Mommy! Lily, stripped of resistance, is carried from the warped space, away from Frances, her mother's final resting place. As you leave, you glance at the window, flickering with eerie starlight. Beyond lies chaos, nothing but deep light. Yeah. Frances, covered in grime, steps toward the colossal beast. Daffodil warned me that even the slightest tampering with time draws the monster called the Hound. Back then, I was obsessed with changing the past, stealing even a second to undo what dissolution took. The most important thing was always by my side. I almost realized. I came alone to tell you something vital. I won't hand Lily over to you. Have you thought this through? Give me Lily, and whether you sabotage rituals or hid test subjects, your past won't be held against you. Your research can continue. The Association will keep funding you. The Church won't hesitate to share their latest Awakener tech. You could create another Lily. I must decline. After all these years, Lily's become like my daughter. Yet I was blind, locking myself in the past. Even the monster of causality or my imprisonment in this tiny sanatorium won't stop me. Mommy, look, a subway poster. Want to go on a trip, Lily? We can't leave the hospital, sorry. Surgery's at a critical point. Once you're better, Mommy will take you anywhere. So I've made up my mind. My fault. My amends. You're the monster I awakened. My obsession opened the dimensional passage, bringing you here. If obsession is a form of mental strength, until my mind is exhausted, you won't reach my child.
次こそ祖国が私の呼びかけに応えてくれますように。
New posse unlocked. Warded injection. Gain 59 shield. If health is below a quarter, recover some HP as well. Also gain that much HP. Oh, I actually got to 60% plus... 60% over my max HP that round. Max rating for even more silver. I am swimming in it. Hey, a typewriter from Helen. My collaboration with Herbert has come to an end. Will no longer oppose you, is my promise. Might consider coming to Mythag. That battle, he just disappeared without trace. Herbert is our common enemy. We're more than willing to turn foes into friends with you. If you wish to come, Mythag welcomes you at any time. I appreciate the thought, but I'm preparing to leave. Where are you going? Unclear. Perhaps it's a certain sea. Perhaps it's a certain mountain. I always hear it calling. In short, I want to see a wider world. Lotan defeated me 3 times. I wonder, what else beyond hatred can grant someone such immense power? After I find the answer, I will return. By then, I hope you and Lotan are willing to be my opponents once more. Long as you're no longer an enemy, be it as an opponent or a teammate, you are welcome. I'll convey this to Lotan. I think she would be very eager to see the new you. The ship has set sail. See you, Helip. We'll meet again. How nice. Give me all this silver. Honeymead, Colossus print. More silver. Relic? I have come across more, so more silver. Awakener. Yay. And yay. Let's do a quick, another one of these. Not a damn thing. I mean, I expect it, but... No SSR. Nope. Out of curiosity, how many of these do I have stocked up? Almost 200. Dawn always comes. The sun invariably rises. I mean, there's a little variation to the sunrise, but I get what you mean. Nymphia, Mr. Crawford wants to hear that Whitewater Lily poem again. Go read it to him. One moment, please. By the way, I haven't seen Director Oswood in ages. The director. She's working on some important research alone. Might be a long, long time before she returns to the sanatorium. Fair enough. One as brilliant as her stuck in this rundown place? What a waste. If you see her, tell her I wish her luck with her research. Yes, we'll wish her all the best. Hey, you're Lisa's mom, right? Lisa wrote again. Says she and Lady Daffodil left the Remuai Desert, sailing across the ocean in the new Aglo Republic. So cool. Wish I could go somewhere that far. Alas. Hope she writes back as soon as she hits the next port. Helen stands alone at the dock, her long hair dancing in the wind. Ship's leaving. You boarding? Helen waves, signaling the ferry to leave without her. She hasn't decided on her next stop. We get the chance, go and explore a wider world. Amid the sailors' shouts, Helen hooks her chain and leaps onto the deck. As the whistle blows, the shore fades into the distance. Those Mythag folks. This time I owe them one. Back at Mythag, you collapsed on your dorm bed for 3 days, without food or water. The Keeper's coma became big news. Splashed across the front page at the school paper by Hannah. Students from other departments peeked at your door. Your awakening spread just as fast. No surprise. Ramona later told you this. At the time, you only felt drained, as if all strength had been sapped. When you open your eyes, the first face you see makes you think you're hallucinating. Why? Your rat's recovering from the dimensional backlash, Keeper. I've got good news. This mission was way tougher than we estimated, but you pulled it off. You look great on your final report. Amazing, huh? Doll doesn't praise often. Doll? Weren't you... But Herbert... I'm rethinking that praise. No, please don't! I'm called the brain in a vat. I'm called the dev team. The brain back at Mythag is the real me. Yeah, I kind of figured. The artificial body that got blown up, I can make as many as I need. Yeah, she really is... Not to compare gotchas, but she's a similar character to Madame Herta. She's this extreme intelligence with body doubles going out for her. Can't waste them, though. The Awakening Studies Department's budget will tank. You'd have to drag Ramona to perform sword dances for Lord Dexter's sponsorship. I'd be thrilled to watch. I don't like that that would work. Someone hit him. Oh, by the way, those dimensional monocles you use? One-use items. Bought from that black-hearted daffodil. One's worth about 5 of my artificial bodies. If you used a few extra, I suggest indenturing yourself to Lord Dexter to pay it off. It would be my honor. The stream of visitors is relentless, more exhausting than field missions. When they finally disperse, you close your eyes for a breather, ready to rest, when a familiar figure quietly appears by your bed. Shall we visit Lily? Small figure sits on the bed, leaning against a white pillow, gazing out the window. Lily, and Goth's here.
Ungath. How are you feeling about my earlier offer? Linking with Ungath, becoming our partner? Lily turns away, avoiding your gaze. If I don't want you, if I want to, will you lock me up as a monster? Sorry, I didn't mean to push you, just...
Let me handle this. Lily?
Yes?
What happened to you? Maybe everyone shares some blame. But from another angle, neither you nor your mother were wrong. The root of all this evil is disillusion. A disease that makes people forgotten. Because those around you forgot you, Frances obsessively chased proof of your existence. Because she too began to forget you. She couldn't recognize her closest kin. We don't unravel the secrets behind dissolution. Tragedies like this will keep happening. Frances's pursuit was right, Lily. Your mother wasn't wrong. She was just led down the wrong path. But we'll walk the right path. We'll fight dissolution to the end. So, will you help us, Lily?
Frances... Mommy...
At Frances's name, Lily sobs, clear tears rolling down her eyes.
I know no one can replace your mother. But we can be your family too.
Family? Bah. Lotan storms in, barging into the conversation with gusto.
You visit Lily without me? That's how you treat a comrade who fought beside you?
Lotan, you're not heading back to the Black Pool? Waiting around's boring. Field missions with you might bring some fun opponents. Stop crying already. Lotan pats Lily's frail shoulder. If you don't mind, you can call me Mom from now on. This is weird. How's that? AF-290, Elworth. Frances gently wipes the grime of oil and black mud from the girl's face.
If you don't mind, you can call me Mom from now on.
Feels like a weight's lifted from my chest. Lotan around. She hangs out with Orita and the others. Lily should fit in here fast. Good thing not everyone's as stone-faced as you, Doll, or William. Living at Mythag would be rough otherwise. You try to lighten the mood, but Ramona doesn't bite. Ramona?
Keeper, we need to talk.
She used your title, not your name. You straighten up instinctively.
During this investigation, your face looked off a lot. The worst was when you read Frances's diary. Your reaction wasn't what I expected. The first half was long-winded, but you flipped through it so fast, like you already knew it all. I have a theory about this. You saw her dream, didn't you?
You hesitate. Then spill everything you saw in the dreams.
Empathy manifesting so strongly in you.
You knew the whole story. That's why you were so resolute at the end.
I've been thinking these past few days. To us, Awakeners are comrades, sometimes even friends we trust with our lives. But to Frances, Lily was a life born from dissolution. To her, it was no different from the monster that took her loved ones. Just laying out the truth. Were my words back then too harsh? Did I completely disregard her and Lily's feelings?
Harsh or not, Frances's cruel experiments on Lily? That's undeniable. Even if it wasn't us, the Mystia Treaty Committee would have tracked them down eventually. But seeing Ramona's face darken, your mind races for a new topic. Speaking of which, I saw a sigil at the altar in my dream. What sigil? Hold on, I'll sketch it. Wait, that might not be a good eye turns into a dissolution monster. Ah, shit. I should have figured that's how that worked. Damn it. Of course, yeah, that's a sigil. Am I stupid? You pull out a notebook, scribbling a rough outline. Wait, I've seen that sigil before. How does it feel to be blown to bits, dear Miss Doll?
Thanks to you, not a thing. Unlike some, I'm not torn between new life forms and clinging to mortal flesh. Calling the school's public line? Seriously, taunting doesn't suit your usual cowardice.
Easy now, I've got good news. And that silver core you left me? Prime stuff. This trip wasn't a total loss. Silver core? But Lady Daffodil's pissed. Says her reserved skull got locked somewhere even she can't reach. Bad deal, bad luck. For old time's sake, a word of advice? Stop chasing me. Those who try to get one over on me end up with nothing. Nothing? I don't think so. Ever wondered why I left you that silver core when I blew myself up? Doll's voice is ice cold, but to Herbert, it carries a mocking lilt. On the sketchbook by Doll's side, a clear pattern is etched. Mama, I feel no pain. Complete in silence. Memory archived, where silence reigns. Pure core. Next time we're going on a boat. Eye of the Storm unlocked. Dreamy rendezvous. Give me them ethereal cores, baby! When the artificial body self-destructed, I left Herbert a small piece of silver that had information recording and transmission capabilities. Thanks to Herbert's greed, this small device still managed to gather quite a bit of information. So powerful, Professor Doll. It's just that he wasn't cautious enough. Self-proclaimed genius whose arrogance will cause him to let his guard down. In summary, the most crucial piece of information in the gathered intelligence is a symbol. Exactly the same as the symbol you drew in your dream. What is it? Exactly. The Church of the Lightbearers. It's actually them. Sculptors Association, Elworth, Church of the Lightbearers have been pulling the strings. Mythec's true enemies are approaching us. Get ready, Ungoth. Ooh. Snowtown Archives. Yay! Doing hard mode for even more stuff I could try. Farsea's Archives, Chapter 5 and 6. I knew I recognized you! She was in the dream. Okay, we got a few more awakens to do. Oh, SSR! For real this time. Epiphany, Enrage, Aged. Who's here? Agrippa again.
でも、私の検討士になりたいっていうなら話は別よ。
I think I have a few of her at this point. Nothing. One more. Nothing. Yeah, figures. Yeah, she's already enlightened 1. Let's go to 2. Basic strike, basic defense trigger, 10% poison on all enemies. Oh.
悪くないじゃない。もっとよこしなさい。
She has poison?
雲の
She
子に
does have
餌をあ
poison.
げるんだから。
Yeah, she just triggers poison with her attacks. Her poison applied increases, and she has passive shield on her rouse. Double current embryo fusion. She has arithmetica cheats. She can apply some poison. She's not great at applying poison by herself, but she's great at triggering it. Get more silver. More silver. Ah, the gift box. New in the interludes. Right. Distorted Mountains. 3 set for death resist up. 6 set, start a level, death resist 25%. Triggering death resistance wielder gains 50 alias. I wonder if a 3 set might actually be worth it on Lily. Because she has death resistance scaling. I mean, it's only this shield, I think. Yeah, death resist on her shields, which is still good scaling. Wonder what her enlightens are again. Current HP is below half, Forbidden Swamp gains additional shield, poison effect is doubled. Hard to set up, but actually sounds like she wants to be part of a Karo team where you're gonna have less health sometimes. Viscous Devour, Strike to Protect, Prepare 1, Upgrade to Prepare 2. Base damage and crit rate increased 20%, that's great. Never forget, turn start, obtain Endure equal to 10% max HP. Undying, Flower upon Slime, and Strike to Protect only remove half of the Endure. All really good. This basically gives her her Rouse passively. That is all stuff I'd like. I leveled up Sorel because I like Sorel. I like how she's blatantly and obviously flirting with the Keeper every opportunity she gets. What do we have here? Shadows Beyond. Right. Ugh. Okay, I have stuff to do an interlude with. Let's... More Gnosis. This is cool and awesome. So, the multiverse link will happen at some point where I can reach it, I assume. Like, Forgotten Seed of Love will show up at some point. I just don't know when it actually starts. Maybe in 4 days? When you can't claim this anymore? Bunch of stuff for money. But, whatever. That is a good place to leave off for now, because I did want to get through Chapter 4 pretty quick. What? I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to stop the recording for YouTube here. As always, thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube.